we are live. Oh, is the game not on? Let me see. Okay, so we're good. Hey guys, welcome back to Covenant Canon's monthly Q&A stream. It's been a while. As some of you may have seen, last month there was no stream. Reason for that was there wasn't much questions at the time, and there wasn't much questions at the time, and I didn't have much energy because I slept really bad that day. Oh, hang on, before I do anything, let me adjust the output here. Make sure. Adjust things here, just make sure that everything's okay. Okay. Now, for those of you who are new here and don't know what this is, basically I do a monthly stream for answering Q&A questions for those in the Discord channel of Covenant Canon. If you don't know where that is, you just need to go down to the description box here. There's always going to be a link to the Discord chat. If you want to hop on, all you need to do is join up and go in Q&A submissions and ask your questions. Just make sure that they're appropriate, nothing inappropriate and all that, nothing regarding anything sexual, inappropriate, like just like general stuff. Like if you just want to talk Halo or just shoot on a random question, just go ahead. Just like I said, make sure it's appropriate. So yeah, I'm just going to be hopping on a Halo Infinite because, why not? I enjoy Halo Infinite's campaign, so I'll just pop up Discord and live chat for the live stream so I can know what everything is going here. Alright. Oh, also, as always guys, if you notice anything weird going on with the connection or something funky going on with my mic and all that stuff, please let me know. I will try my best to make sure it's as pleasing as possible. And, also, if the campaign is too loud and you guys can't hear me, please let me know in the live chat. I will greatly appreciate that. Alright, so while that's going on, I'm just going to start this up. Alright. Okay. Now, I just didn't want dialogue to get in there. So, first question goes to Nakai Vodar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What is the current location of Nakai's wife? Good question. So, Nakai's wife, Katar, is the matriarch of Vodar Keep. She's the matriarch. She's the matriarch, or basically the mistress of Vodar Keep. And at the moment, she's still at the keep. She's still taking care of things while Nakai's doing all his usual things. I can't necessarily say what she's doing right now, but she's still alive. She's still doing her usual thing. I would very much like to explore more of her in the future, whether it's war-torn or something else. But at the moment, she's still alive, but as to what she's actually doing, that is up in the air. Alright, I think that's all of them. I think that's all dudes. Alright, so moving on to the next question from Icy Ice. I think that's right. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to skip that. Icy Ice asks, out of all of Eric Nolan's books, what's your favorite? Oh, I forget the author. I forget what books he made. If any of you guys know some of the books of Eric Nolan, I think that's how his name is pronounced. Please let me know in live chat, because my memory is lost on me. I will get to that question when I can, I see. But at the moment, I can't recollect what books he wrote in the Halo series, so I apologize. My brain is currently mushed right now, considering the fact that I spent like 2 or 3 weeks working on a video for every Covenant rank / title in the original Covenant and the Splinter States that came after him. And for those of you wondering, yes, this is kind of like a spiritual successor to Halo Canon's video from a few years back. Alright. Hang on. There we go. Come on, come on. Yeah. Alright. Just going to take care of this guy. Hang on. Oh, come on. How are you still alive? Hang on. Oh, for fuck. Come on. Haha, there we go. Alright. Allosaurus007, he asked, do you know what the Covenant and later the various splinter factions thought of the human Nova bombs, and do you think it impacts geopolitics post-war? I do know some of the, some former members of the Covenant knew about the Nova bombs, such as, more recently, actually, if those of you who haven't read Battle for the Blood Moon, Orna Fosili, the shipmaster from Hail of the Flood, he knows about what happened to Zaitan Jarwatinri and his fleet at Saipon Call, and from what he says, he believes that it forced the elites to make peace with humans, to join up with the humans. So, okay, I was about to say, I thought I was gonna crash. Oh, I think I'm glitched. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the farthest one and go from there. Alright. But back to what I was saying. Allosaurus. Basically... Oh. What the heck is going on here? My game's going super glitchy right now. Hang on, let me see if I can do settings. Maybe something's going on with the graphics right now. Hang on. Something's going on here. It's like so freaking glitchy right now. Oh! I got EMP. No! Alright, I'm moving out of the way. Oh my god, this stupid Banshee! Yeah, but Orna Fosili basically believes that the Nova Bomb pretty much, I think that's one of the reasons why Orna dislikes humanity, because he believes that the Nova Bomb is kind of an act of cowardice, which is kind of funny considering the fact that that the Covenant, that his people pretty much did the same thing on Human World, except they glassed them. But alright. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna take out of this. Oh, you... Well, that was unfortunate. And there was also, back to that question, there was also, the events of Envoy pretty much led up to that civil war on Caro, the whole Nova Bomb that destroyed Glaki, the Sangheili colony that Rajka Kaisan was. So it does. So Nova Bombs do create has some impact in the post-war Covenant era of Halo. It's just not like it's not as prominent as it probably should be. All these stupid freaking shock rifles. I freaking ram these freaking things. Oh, I didn't know these things could hijack. You're mine. Alright. I'll get to the next question. I just gotta take care of this ghost. Get away from me. Okay. Got that. Oh my god. What is going on with my game right now? The campaign's like super glitchy right now. All these stupid freaking... Oh my... you know what? Ha! There we go. Okay, Daniel110 asks, any movies that you hate? Oh man, that's a very good question, actually. Oh man, that's a good question, Daniel. I honestly don't have an answer for you on that one. I can't think of any movies that I genuinely dislike. I'm sure there is. I just can't think at the top of my head right now. Oh. Oh, jeez. Like I said, that's a very good question. Yeah, I don't know. Am I alone here? Am I the only one seeing that there's like literally nothing, that this base is literally hollow? Oh, there's something very glitchy going on right now with my match right now. Something very glitchy is going on here. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's move on. Oh man. Okay. Jeez. Alright, so moving on to another question from Daniel is, what is the weirdest question that you have been ever... hold on. What is the weirdest question you have ever been asked? Okay, I nailed it. I think it was like the size of my bedroom or something like that. I think it was like early this year, or like I think it was like, was the size of your bed or something. I can't remember what it was called. But it was like one of the weirdest questions I've had in this live stream. I don't think, apart from that, most questions have been generally chill, I would say. Nothing really... Oh, hang on. Let me just go after the other one. Off topic. topic. That is a very... I'm very curious on when Fernando's family died. I would say somewhere between probably during the Human Covenant War, maybe during the maybe at some terrorist attack at some point after the war, or probably during the whole Create uprising when the Guardians popped up. Any of those are possible, but because it seems like that whole feeling seems raw to him. That's how I see it, in my opinion. Okay, so moving on to the next question from Generic Sangheili. He asked, what is the dumbest Halo take you have ever heard? Oh man, there's a lot of takes. A lot of dumb Halo takes I've heard lately. What is going on with my game right now? I'm very tempted to just turn it off and restart again, because this is like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna end the game and then try again. But the dumbest take that I've had, that's also a very good question. I honestly don't know. There's been plenty of them. There's no shortage of that, though. I think the dumbest take I've had is honestly, it's from the Halo TV show about Chief being a virgin or whatever it was. I can't remember the top of my head. Oh man, I gotta restart the mission. God damn it. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go to the Nexus. I'm not even gonna try and do all that crap again. But yeah, I think it was just the dumbest take was pretty much the whole Chief and McKee having sex and all that. That was honestly one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. So. Okay. All right. Everything looks it doesn't look so glitchy now. So I think we're okay now. Oh, hey, Mr. Mule. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kill you. I love the mules. Like, the dialogue for the mules in this game is so funny. Honestly, all the Ungoi dialogue is always fun to hear. Oh. Alright. Take a smack! Nope. Oh, you're not. Yes, and how that's gonna go. There you go. Okay. Nope. There we go. Right, so let's move on to the other questions. Oh. So, Minister of Congression asked, has Nakai had nightmares of his clan being consumed by the flood, like Tembehetek from Shadows of Reach? I would say he does have. I would say he does have some nightmares regarding the flood. He never encountered them at all in his career in the Covenant and afterwards during the Great Schism. But I would say he has seen like footage of them, and they give him nightmares. So I would say he does have some nightmares of them coming after him and those he cares about, his clan included. Oh, hang on. All right. I'll move on to the next question. Just got. Oh. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let me just answer one more question from another question from Daniel. Do you think Escharum and Tartarus could have ever met each other at some point? Good question. It's possible. I wouldn't put it out of the way. It's definitely plausible that they would have met at some point. But honestly, I kind of have doubts on that though, because Escharum, based on everything we've heard of him, both in here and in other ancillary materials, he never struck me as anyone who would have gone along with Tartarus, because Tartarus was such a zealot when it comes to the Covenant faith and all that, and Escharum was pretty much the complete and total opposite of him. So it's possible, though I personally think it's unlikely. Oh, hang on. Okay. Ooh, hang on. I'll just pause this here for a second. I need to scroll down to some more questions. Alright, hang on. Just gotta check on something else here. Oh, that's not it. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. Sorry. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, so Connor Lawson asks, does the Covenant know why the humans gave their vehicles names like ghosts, banshees, vampires, or did they find out that they named their vehicles after undead monsters after the war? In a similar vein, would the Covenant had known that the UNSC had named their vehicles after animals and other aspects of their homeworld? I think they probably had some idea at some point during the war. They probably had some knowledge. They probably thought it was kind of weird. I would imagine the Covenant wouldn't really understand why they did that. But I think as the war went on, they kind of got the meaning. I'm not entirely sure if they. It's never been, to my knowledge, I don't think it's ever been explained in lore that the Covenant knew about the nicknames that the humans gave their vehicles. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure when they knew the entirety reason for their naming conventions. Oh. Oh. Hang on. I gotta clear out these guys before I answer more questions. Oh, where are you? There you are. Oh, hang on. One more. Okay. Daniel asks, can you recall your most frustrating experience while playing through any of the Halo campaigns? Yes, actually. I think it was during I think it was CE, when I was trying to prevail around the library missions. The library mission. I think also the whole boss fight with Tartarus back in the day when I originally played Halo 2 for the first time. And I think that's it, honestly. I can't recall any other experience that was like super frustrating. Oh, I know now, actually. Facing off against the White Chieftain in this game, actually, at the end of, during the Harbinger boss fight. That was also very frustrating. Getting past him and freaking trying to finish him off. He was such a pain in the ass. I think his name in the lore is Hotaris or something like that. Something close to that. I can't remember his full exact name right now. Oh. Oh. Oh, we got Spec Ops. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Alright. Haha, got you. Alright, that's it. I'm going after you now. Slash! Okay. Now that's all the way. Let me try and get my weapon. Okay. Right. So, here we go. Supreme Commander Cam Va Alamai. Like I said, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. He asked, "How are you doing today?" Yeah, doing pretty okay. I'm doing Oh no, thanks, Daniel. His name was Horatitis. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation so bad right now. I apologize. But yeah, him. But back to Supreme Commander's question. I'm doing okay. A little tired, but I'm doing okay. Gotta go back to work tomorrow, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but it is what it is. I've had a 2-week vacation, so it's time to go back to work. Look. There we go. Oh, these freaking things. Oh, Supreme Commander also asked, "Have you had water today?" No, I had Gatorade, but I probably should have water. Oh, sorry. Alright, I'll get to the next questions. I just gotta take care of some of these grunts and that jackal there. Hang on. Oh, I got a sniper. Where are you? Uh-oh. Okay, I'll just ask a question. Okay, Supreme Commander asks another question. Regarding some of the melee weapons, such as the energy swords used by the elites, which is molded after which is modeled after the Indian Qatar, is it possible that the elites had similar blades of traditional European swords or even Japanese swords? I doubt it, personally. I honestly think they would have blades that they do have other swords other than the energy swords. I know that for a fact. But I don't think they have them modeled in the same manner like European or Japanese blades. I think they're more modeled kind of after their curved blades or energy swords, like having that kind of look to them. I don't think they've had. I could be wrong. I do believe they do have a knife that does resemble a curved blade. But beyond that, I'm not entirely certain. I highly doubt that they do have any weapons that like resemble human weapons. It's kind of doubtful to me. Oh, got another brutes. There we go. Is there any good weapons here I can use? Probably not. I'll just take the skewer. Or the Ravager. Alright. Right. Supreme Commander asked another question. Hang on. Just answer this. Do you have any tips for anyone wanting to build their own state? What kind of buildings are important to have? What kind of references should one look for? And what did you use to design the Vodar state? When designing a state, I would say just be creative for what you want. As for myself, I try to went for a more kind of a mix between ancient and modern mingling with one another. I kind of took inspiration from some of the concept arts from Halo 5's St. Helios missions, and kind of have them merging in with like a snowy, tundrous environment, if that makes sense. Oh, there, God, some freaking Mechalegolos. No! Screw you! I'm shooting your kneecaps. Or something like a kneecap. Mechalegolo or... Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, die already. Okay, I'm running. Run away! Jeez, these freaking things are bullet magnets. Uh-oh. I pissed off his brother. I'll slice you! There you go. Okay. So where was I in the questions? But yeah, as to any states, just try and be creative, try and be original, and just do something that you want to make it, just make it unique, make it your kind of flair, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to alley-oop. Gotcha. Okay. Moving on to another question from Spree Commander, obviously. Why is it that the Wraith is only... Okay, hold on. Why is it that the Wraith is the only armored vehicle to go up against a Scorpion? Didn't the Covenant had any direct firing weapons they could use? I don't think so, question mark? I'm sure they had some sort of, had something, they don't have any directing stuff like that. They only have, like, vehicles such as, like, Wraiths, and they did also have, anti-air emplacements. But beyond that, I can't think of any directed tanks or anything like that. That would go up. That would be the same to a Wraith or a Scorpion. I mean. Hang on. Let me just get to Obanya. Uh-oh. No, jeez. Here we go. Freaking Sentinels over here. Alright. Moving on to another question from the Screen Commander. How old of a weapon platform are the needle weapons? I would say they're pretty old, honestly. I think they were honestly made during, like, even before the rise of the Covenant. So I would say they're probably one of the oldest, next to the plasma rifle. Jeez. And the energy sword, I think, or the curve blade, I mean. Ooh, hang on. I'm gonna hide here. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna pause. I need to check another thing for a sec. All right, that's still being worked on. Back onto here. Back onto here. All right, let's scroll on down. Okay. So, Supreme Commander asks, how do St. Healy states work? Do smaller states have to pay a tithe for a larger one? How are these smaller keeps taken into consideration when deciding political and economic issues? Good question, actually. a state pretty much works where a Kaidon, it's led by a head keep, led by a Kaidon. It's governed. It's also governed by a council of lesser keeps under the rule of which each lesser keep being ruled by a lesser Kaidon or elder. The Council of Elders pretty much elect the Kaidon, and if they kind of second guess the choice, they can send assassins to kill the Kaidon to see if he is actually worthy enough to be a Kaidon for his martial prowess. If they succeed, it's not really established what happens if the assassin is successful. If the Elder will assume his place, or they'll just elect a new Kaidon. But it is known that if the assassination is botched, the Elder can be put to death, and so can his family. But if the Elder puts up a fight about it, the Kaidon can't spare them, but kick him out of the keep, pretty much. I hope that somewhat makes sense. Oh my god, I'm being sworn by these things. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta move. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Time to move with a purpose. Okay. Whoa. Jeez. Okay, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh my god, these freaking things. Run. Don't you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. That was very stressful. Okay, moving on to another question from Supreme Commander. How do you think the fight would go down between the swords and the Banished? Very good question, and we do get something of a confirmation on what's going on. In the Battle of the Blood Moon, it's ongoing. The swords fleet and the whole... Actually, I'm going to skip this. The swords fleet and the Banished are kind of going toe-in-toe with one another right now. It's kind of indecisive at the moment. But it's kind of going one way or the other. It's the Banished do have very aggressive, more modern ships, whereas the swords have more of a kind of scrapped assembly fleet because of the Blooding Years and all that. Most of the Covenant ships have been destroyed or just rendered non-functioning since the Blooding Years and the Great Schism before it. Oh, hang on. I gotta take care of some of these guys. There we go. Uh-oh. Come on, I'll slice you. Come on. Alright, where's the core? There we go. Ugh. But the swords Singular's are experienced warriors in the field. So I would say it's kind of up in the air right now in terms of the hey Keys, how's it going? Yep. It's been a while since I've seen you, Keys. Okay. Moving on to another question. So, the Moan Muttley S416, he asked, should the swords replace humanity as inheritors of the mantle? In terms of the mantle, I've never been much of a fan of the Mantle of Responsibility. ever since Halo 5, it kind of represents like kind of an imperial sort of era, kind of like basically the point of what Fred and John were pretty much talking about it, or actually what John was saying about it, Halo 5, pretty much being a totalitarian sort of ideology, which I'm not supporting of that. Oh, where are you? There you are. Oh, no. Nope, you're not destroying me. Okay. So, as to the swords inheriting the mantle, probably not. And honestly, I don't think anyone should really have the mantle. I think it's like an outdated system that's kind of shouldn't really be a factor anymore. Alright. Supreme Commander asks, what's your favorite Covenant and Splinter Group projectile weapon, aka non-energy weapons? I would say the needle rifle from Halo Reach, and the yeah, honestly, I don't know if there's any projectile weapons from the Covenant Splinter States, so I would say, yeah, just the needle rifle, honestly. Alright. Oh, hey! Freaking Sentinel. There we go. Alright, moving on to another question from Moan Monthly again. Should the mantle be abolished? Well, I pretty much just answered that question with your question there, Monthly. So yeah, honestly, I think the mantle should be abolished, because as you can see in since Halo 4 and 5, it's kind of created nothing but problems at the moment. So, oh, hang on. Alright. Yep. Alright. Moving on. Don't you fall me. Don't you fall me. Right, moving on to another question. To Supreme Commander. If we ever got the elites into Infinite, should they have the singular point defense gauntlet as an equipment? I don't think so, honestly, because the humans don't have it either. So I think they should. If Spartans aren't allowed to have the hard light shields like from Halo 4, they singularly shouldn't have the point defense shield for Infinite. So. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna have to inspire. I'm gonna skip the whole cutscene. There we go. Alright, so moving on to another question. Okay, so Daniel110 asks, what is your ranking of novels written by Troy Denning that you have read? Oh, that's a very good question. As to ranking, I would say Silent Storm would be first. Outcast would be second. Oblivion would be third. Oh, no, actually, no. Divine Wind would be third. And Oblivion would be fourth. That's... Well... Yes, Harbinger, I know. You want to reconstruct the ring. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Alright, so where are we in questions? Okay, Supreme Commander asks, what would you like to see more polearm? Would you like to see more polearms used by the elites? I think we're lacking in them. Polearms. I'm a little ignorant here. I'm not really sure what polearms is. If anyone knows in the comments, please. If anyone right now if anyone's watching this right now and they know what polearms is, please let me know. I'm oblivious right now. Oh, jeez. Jeez, freaking sentinels. Okay. Alright. Alright, moving on to another question from Supreme Commander. Did the elites ever use humans for slavery during the war? Or did they just outright annihilate? Or was it just an annihilation campaign? Yeah, no, they never took slaves. No, the Covenant never took slaves. They were always... It was always kill them. There was nothing about enslaving them. There was nothing about imprisoning them. It was just killing them. Well, they did imprison some, but they didn't take them for slaves, like the Ungoy. It's nothing like that. It was just a full-on war of annihilation. Oh. No. 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 Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna scroll on down to more questions from. Oh shit! Why is Instagram or why is Discord always hide the names? Jeez, I don't know. I can't pronounce the name because it only has an N. I know it's one of our mods, and I completely, I don't know why it does this. Andanium to above, would such addendum to above, would such continued post-war in any real capacity? I'm a little stuck on what exactly you're asking me there. Sorry, I don't get the reference. Sorry. Someone's gonna have to elaborate on that with me, so at the moment I'm kind of like, what? Right, so just moving on to Supreme Commander. What is the saddest moment in the Great Schism that you can think of? Pretty much that destroyed the Covenant, pretty much. I really thought the Covenant was a very unique civilization. Obviously it was flawed, of course. But yeah, I honestly thought it was a very interesting... It was like an empire at the apex of its power, only to be destroyed by the ambition of a prophet. That was like kind of one of the most saddest moments to me. And just seeing the Saint Healy kicked out of the Covenant, just because Truth wanted to be the absolute ruler of the Empire. So it was just kind of like WTF on that, in my opinion. Oh, jeez. There we go. Screw you. There we go. Okay, moving on. Alright. Right, moving on to Daniel 110. How many Halo novels do you have? Good. That's another good question, and I don't have an answer for that either, honestly. I want to say in grand totals of like actual novels, I would say about 10. I would say or maybe 10 or I would say 10 naturally. But as terms of ancillary material like the Halo Encyclopedia, Warfleet, and all that, I would say about 5 or 6. I would say. Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, that was a fail on my part. But yeah. So yeah, I would say I have a grand total of 15 to 16 books of Halo. Both regular Halo novels and ancillary material. Oh. Oh. Hang on. I'll get to your questions in a minute, guys. I just gotta take care of this one little jackal raider. There we go. Alright, so Daniel asked another question, which is, what are your thoughts on the Forerunner trilogy? Personally, I've never been that much into the Forerunner trilogy myself. It has nothing against the author, nothing against the writing and all that. It's just the whole Forerunner era, to me, is a bit, for lack of a better word, alien. It's kind of foreign. It has too much foreign elements to it that kind of drifts me out. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on the Forerunner trilogy at all. For those of you who love that book series to your last breath, I do not blame you at the slightest for that. It just to me doesn't really click, if that's the right word, as Broken Circle would, if that makes sense. Alright. You're going against you're going up against the Spartan who took down the Covenant. What did you expect was going to happen? Oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Got that. Okay. Supreme Commander asks, if we were to get a Sangheili campaign, but it wouldn't be the Arbiter or Urtas Vadum story, who would you like the main character of that to be? Good question. I would say, if it's not going to be Thel or Urtas, I would say it should go to Entho and Uze Taha. Those two honestly have a very... They've really never really been touched on beyond the books. And it's a damn shame, because they are some of the coolest characters in the ancillary material. And honestly, I would very much like them to have kind of like a co-op team campaign, kind of like the Arbiter in Chief in Halo 3, kind of, if that makes sense. Probably going up against the Banished on Suban or some other place on the Earth system. Because honestly, I think the whole conflict between the Swords and the Banished has always been, to me, a very interesting topic, and I honestly think that having Uze and Entho team up again would honestly be a good chance to relive the old glory days from Halo 3, as well as in taking care of the whole Banished threat, as we have been for a while now. Oh, hang on. And for those of you who don't know who Uze and Entho are, those were the two extra characters from Halo 3's co-op. Okay. Whoa. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, I thought that was about to stick me in. Oh, jeez! Oh, those freaking berserkers always scared the shit out of me. Oh, where was I? Oh, okay, Ben Breakfast. Ben Breakfast asked, how were the anti-Swords St. Helios states strong enough to put up a fight against the Swords during the global war to support the Covenant when the Bloody Years had only started to simmer down a few months before? Do you think this... Oh, okay. I think they were strong enough because they did had because they did support the Arbiter, or the states that did fight up against the Arbiter. I think they were kind of... The states did had, like, the anti-Swords of St. Helios states probably did have, like, some sort of, had resources that they were hiding up out of their own self-interest. And I think they waited for the right time to strike against the Arbiter. And I think the whole global war on St. Helios was the right time for them to fight off against the Arbiter. But as you can see, after Halo 5, that was pretty much a fool's errand. So, didn't really help them in the end. Alright. Ben Breakfast has another question. Do you think the Swords send their entire home fleet to defend Suban? I don't think so. I think they deployed a significant portion of it, but I don't think they did. I think they kept the ships at home. I would honestly think they probably kept their most powerful ships at home to defend St. Helios itself. Probably whatever brigantines or any carriers or cruisers that they have left after the Great Schism and the Bloody Years. Alright. There we go. Right. Oh, speaking of which, yes, another question. Why do you think the home defense fleet was made up of mostly weaker ships when the Swords have access to more ships like brigantines, assault carriers, and battle cruisers? Well, I think the answer to your previous question pretty much answered that. But, and I also... I think it's because the Bloody Years honestly kind of weakened the Swords St. Helios a lot. They pretty much, the whole conflict pretty much probably took away like a good chunk of their whole naval power that they had before the Great Schism. So they're not they're not all powerful like they were during the Human Covenant War. So I think that's also a significant factor in the limitations of the St. Helios home defense fleet right now. Alright, Supreme Commander asks, what designs from previous Halo titles would you like to see make a comeback? I would say a lot of Halo Reach's aesthetics from the Covenant sections, I would say, need to make a comeback, like they kind of had for Infinite, for the Marines, and some of the Banished armors for the Elites and Brutes. As for other aesthetics, I would say probably Halo 2 Anniversary. I really love Halo 2 Anniversary's aesthetics. They really popped for me. And I would like to see more of that design come back. Oh, speaking of there's a Reach-looking Ibukati there. And pretty much adds on to what I was saying earlier. Right. But yeah, I would say Halo Reach and Halo 2 Anniversary, to answer your question. Right, so Daniel asked, do you have any expectations for a Halo Epitaph? I think I think the expectations I have is that it's going to pretty much explore the Didact's personal personal mindset after Halo 4, and pretty much kind of giving a good close off to his story. Kind of like a good, a final send off. Kind of like having it be bittersweet. Oh, jeez. This guy. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Energy Sword's not going to do shit against him. But yeah, I expect Epitaph to be a bittersweet conclusion to the Didact story. Uh-oh. Run! Run! Uh-oh. Die. Yes, I heard you. Run. Oh! Jeez, okay. Hang on. What? Fudge. Okay. Right. I'm gonna pause so I can scroll on down. Right. Okay. Oh, jeez. Hey guys, for those of you who are watching this right now, and please do not, please don't answer any of the questions in the Q&A submission. That is for me to answer, not for you guys to answer. It's kind of difficult for me to keep track which is a question and which one's answering another person's question. So just to save me the trouble of guessing which is a question or which is someone answering another person's question. Please, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Oh, jeez, come on. Delete. Sorry, for those of you who are answering someone else's question in Q&A submission, I'm going to delete it because I need to know which is a question or which is an answer. Please, thank you. Please don't take offense to it. It's for my sake, so I don't get confused on which is a question and which is someone answering, as I've already stated. Okay. Oh, there's some lagging going on. Okay. Right. Oh, jeez. Oh, Defiant Xeno, I know this. Okay, Defiant Xeno asks, to the Kaidan of Vodar, what's your opinion on the Halo Chronicle... Oh, excuse me. On the Halo Chronicle, Battle for the Blood Moon, and some of the awesome name drops like Akkad, Nar, Kul, and Letvalir. To answer your question simply, I love the Battle of the Blood Moon. It's honestly one of my favorite, it's one of my favorite, Halo Waypoint Chronicles. It has all that I wanted. It was purely a Sword of St. Helios story. It did have Spartans, but they were not the center stage for the story, which is a well needed respite from all the Spartan stories that we've had over the years. Oh, you get away. Just gonna circle back to get some more ammo for my bulldog. Right, where are you? Where'd he go? See, the Sentinel. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. Haha, got you. Oh. Haha, Kyron behind you. Oh, no. No, I'm not. Run. Jeez. Okay. But yeah, to answer your questions, you know, it's honestly my favorite out of all the Chronicles that we got lately. Okay, run. Seek reason I only wish to kill you. Very good. Come on, die already. Alright, that's it. Slush! Slush! Okay, alright, no fucking about. I'm running. I thought the slashing would work. I was gravely mistaken. Oh! Oh, there we go. Jeez. Okay. So, alright, moving on to Daniel's question. What time is it where you live? Right now it is 3:40 in the afternoon. Because I live in New York State. Not in the city, for those of you who are going to say, oh, you live in New York City. No, I do not. I live in the state. I live in Rochester, New York. Right. Oh, jeez. It's high in your question. It only has an M, and it kind of has like a Spartan-looking guy there. So I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your full name. I apologize. Question: do the elites eat without food falling out? They don't seem to have a bottom jaw. I'm sure they do have. I'm sure they do have some sort of way of eating. They probably eat like from above, like. Or something like that. I have no idea how they eat, honestly. Why am I constantly loading? Alright, there we go. And another question, are humans allowed to join the Banished? Yes, they are, actually. Despite what infinite, sorry, I butchered the name of the game, Jesus. Despite what the game would imply, humans are allowed to join the Banished. It's been explored ever since, I believe, Halo Divine Wind, that humans do have a place in the Banished. Most are mercenaries, however, and after the destruction of Doisak, they are kind of on a rocky relationship with the Brute clans for understandable reasons, since a large portion, since Cortana destroyed Doisak. They're not. Despite what the game might imply, the Banished do allow humans in their numbers. They're just kind of on the rocky relationships at the moment. Alright. Another one? Jesus. There we go. Oh. Nope. Getting the cover. Alright. And his last question here is, oh, I guess. Oh. Alright, before I deactivate the Spire, I'm just going to answer these last few questions. Do the elites consider retaliation against human foes to the actions... Do the elites consider retaliation against humans due to the actions of Oni? I would imagine some do. Like Orna falsely, like I said in Halo, like I said for Halo, like in the beginning of the stream, I mean, Orna falsely did state that the actions of Oni that caused the Blooding Years has been a factor in him joining the Banished, and it did lead to the rise of Jul N'Dama's reformed Covenant, so in a way, the elites do, just some of them under Ndama's command. Alright, and our last question comes from Daniel. Is, what do you think about the skimmers? They're fine. I don't have anything particularly against them. Though, as in terms of like flying aerial combatants, I would have preferred the Yanmei to come back, the drones. But like I said, I don't have anything particularly against them per se. So, yeah. To me, they're just like, they're okay. I have nothing against them. Not my favorite enemies of all time, but they're not terrible. They're not like the Watchers from Halo 4 and 5, so that's something going for them. Alright. These freaking Sentinels, man. Alright, I'm just gonna avoid them because they're being a pain in the ass. Oh, jeez. Just gonna take out this. Alright, before I close out, I think I'm gonna answer some the questions from the live stream before I end things off. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna hide in here just so I don't freaking get killed by them. Right. I'm just gonna pause. Oh, I can't pause. Why can't I pause? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. So, Star Steve asked, so how's the war on the Ark going? Have you dealt with the Spirit of Fire and the crew yet, or are you still a work in progress? Yeah, the whole fight on the Ark is a work in progress, because Latvelia is still in command of the Banished forces there. And now, in addition to that, they got to fight off Das Bozvod's little Covenant loyalists still kicking around after Divine Wind. Right. Right. Moving on to another question from Shadow Force 623. He asked, what's the strongest vehicle that can be driven by a player? I think the only strongest vehicle would be either the Wraith or the Banshee. I think that's the strongest vehicle. In terms of overall firepower and all that. Oh, well, I guess that's it for me. Yeah, there's no other questions in the Q&A and live chat, so I think that'll be it for today, actually. So, thanks again, guys, for popping up in the live stream chat. I know it's probably not the best, probably not the best quality, but I'm glad that you guys always pop up here and say hey and shoot the shit with me. I believe we'll be doing this again for next year. This will be the last Q&A session for 2023. So thanks again, guys, for all your support over the past couple of years and all that stuff. And let's keep this going. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good holidays. Depending on what you celebrate. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. As I said in the beginning, if you want to have more of your questions answered for next year, just shoot on over to Covenant Canon's Discord. If you don't know where that is, it is in the description box below. Just join up and submit your questions in Q&A submission. And there's a whole lot of other things to explore. Halo lore, general Halo topics of discussion, general chats just to shoot the shit with people, and other stuff that's not related to Halo, like Fallout, Destiny, Game of Thrones, that kind of thing. So yeah. Alright, well, I believe that'll be it. Have a good day, guys, and until next time we meet, may the light of Urs guide your path. This is Nakai Vodar, signing off.